Smart Chiropractor Show, strategic marketing. We bring that up. Bam, there we go. Strategic marketing is our segment each and every week where we discuss strategic marketing. We're going to talk nuts and bolts of how you can market your practice at a little bit of a higher level. How can you get 1%, 5%, 10% improvement each and every week with tactical, actionable strategies? Today on this show, we're going to discuss how to write a powerful email subject line. Over the course of this past weekend, Jason and I had the opportunity to head out to Las Vegas, and I want to give a big shout out to Dr. Bill Morgan and the entire Parker Seminars team for having me on stage to talk about many of the concepts Jason and I have developed together within the Smart Chiropractor. And if you have been following along, you know the importance we place upon email. It has to be a foundational element of your marketing. It enables you to scale. It enables you to get your message out to thousands, tens of thousands, millions of people, as many as you want with the click of a button. And over the course of the weekend, we dove deep into practically every aspect of campaigns, of email copy, of subject lines. We're going to strip that down, simplify it for today, and talk email subject line. And I have a couple key items that you're going to want to write down notes and keep in mind as you build and craft your next email. Number one, the goal and purpose of your subject line is to simply entice the reader to open the email. Keep it simple, Doc. I'll say that one more time. Your number one goal when writing a compelling subject line, a powerful subject line, is simply to have somebody open that email. That is what it's designed to do. You don't have to write the next great American novel in the subject line. Chances are they won't see it. If you have checked on your Android or iPhone, you see only a few words come up of the subject line. So keep it short, keep it simple, keep it powerful, and keep it enticing. Those are really the keys that you want to be mindful of as you or a team member craft and create the subject line. Within the Smart Chiropractor, we send over 6 million emails each and every month on behalf of chiropractors around the world. So we have more data than anybody to understand what's working and what's not working. Keeping them simple, keeping them short, and keeping them enticing are a few tips to write the most powerful subject lines you can for your practice. And as people start to open your emails, now, we'll talk about that on subsequent episodes, but that gets into the body copy, that gets into actionable territory, and that gets into calls to action that can lead directly to your scheduler. But if they never open that email, you never have the opportunity to teach and invite. You're probably not going to have the opportunity to stay consistent as people churn off your list, and certainly they're never going to have the opportunity to invite them to take that next step and to hop on your schedule. Jason, email is one of our power tools. Subject lines are the first step when the reader is receiving that messaging. What are your thoughts?
Well, I want to reiterate what you just said and try to make sure everybody's hearing it. Email is the powerhouse of your marketing. You know, there's a lot of talk about social media and all kinds of different media, but the most powerful part of your marketing will be your email and how you manage your email list, what you send, how often you send it, to who you send it. And with that context, the most important part of your email campaigns are your subject line because, as they say, if you don't get a first date, you'll never get a second date, right? If you don't get a good email subject line and they don't open it, then they're never going to read the rest of the message. That's the opportunity to really share more with them. Now, there's a lot to the body of your email that is to be learned as well, not the subject for today's show specifically. But the point is that you've got to make sure that you are really getting these things right. Number one, if you're not already a Smart Chiropractor client, then let's create some context here. We're not just talking about your emails that you send to people one at a time individually. We're talking about your email campaigns. In our case, we send weekly newsletters that are beautifully designed, research-based, that follow the principle of teach and invite consistently. We teach them something in a beautiful, graphically oriented way. Why? Because a picture's worth 1,000 words. Pictures give emotion. We break down the topic week by week into very short, brief, punchy, to the point, short copy so that they will actually read it. If it's too long, it's too intimidating, they're not taking action, waste of your time. And again, most importantly, it's not teach consistently, it's teach and invite consistently. That's the TIC, tick, as in chiropractic. We've redefined it as teach and invite consistently. And it's the consistency over and over and over and over again. What you got to be careful of is that you don't fall into the let me check my data trap. What do I mean by that? Well, you may send out several emails and you may not like the results you're getting, and you may think to yourself, it doesn't work. And that would be a big mistake, because what I can tell you from both our experience and our knowledge of many, many, many other digitally oriented companies is that email is the most important part of your revenue generation machine. And if you don't get this right, then you will live in the world of it doesn't work. But the reality is you don't know how to work it. So start with subject line. If you're curious to learn more, keep watching the other videos in the series. We go deep into this topic because it is so important. If you got questions, you can leave them down below. That's what we're here for. That's why we do this show. And if you want us to cover certain specific topics in future episodes, leave those comments down below as well. If you've got a favorite subject line that you're willing to share with other chiropractors, leave it down below. That's part of the community aspect of what it is that we do here on the Smart Chiropractor Show. Email, essential. Good subject lines, essential. Getting them right, that's going to be the key to success. Jeff, you did an amazing, truly, not just a throwaway line, but you really did a great job. You had a lot of people show up in the audience, which on a Saturday morning at 8 a.m. in Vegas, which is not easy to do. That means people want to know. You really did a wonderful job. And you just break the topics down, such a big idea, into simple, actionable steps that make sense, that are easy to execute. And I want to follow up with, if you're watching, Bill Morgan, thank you for a great weekend. Thanks for everything. Could not be more impressed with the fact that anybody who can get 3,000 chiropractors to do anything but complain, that is an amazing feat. You got them in a room with some terrific speakers. Kudos to you, and keep up the great work. Thanks so much for all you do.
That is very well said, Jason. I could not agree more. Team put on a fantastic event out in Vegas. If you have not been out for it, be sure to put that on your schedule for next year. And I know there's some Orlando and Dallas dates coming up this year, so stay tuned. You're sure to hear more about that soon. That is all about email for today. We're going to talk about advanced email topics as we go on, but quick recap. For writing powerful email subject lines, number one, you want to be sending emails consistently. Subject line, number one goal is to enable people, entice people to open that email. Keep it short, add a little bit of personalization, and don't get too long-winded, and you're going to be on your way to success. Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to the Smart Chiropractor. We are posting videos on how you can market your chiropractic practice in a way that teach and invites consistently. We have found that is the magic formula to big time growth. So if you like this video, be sure to comment down below, smash that subscribe button, or visit us at thesmartchiropractor.com.